Hello everyone, this video is going to be extremely personal. I'm going to share my struggle and journey with anxiety from suffering to complete recovery. I'm not going to be lying anything. Why is this child called? 1 minute. Yeah. So I'm not going to be lying about anything. This is my complete story. So sit back and listen to it from somebody who has gone through all stages of it, who has experienced literally everything. So this starts from childhood, okay? When I was put into school from 2.5 to 3 years of age, you have to go to school, right? You have to leave your parents and you have to go to school. From that time, now it's called separation anxiety. At that time, nobody knew what it was. But every child would cry. Yes, that is normal. But I would vomit. I would roll down on the school ground, and there used to be this Ayama who used to drag me and go to the classroom. This did not stop till I was sixth standard. So pre-KG, LKG, UKG, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 10 years. Every morning I still remember I love Bonvita. I used to drink Bonvita. My mom used to give me Bonvita. I used to drink all that in one go. And if she says, "Shall we go to school today?" everything would come out in the bed. I would vomit. So there was this extreme fear inside me. Maybe it was because I was emotionally attached to the house. That is very normal. And every day from third standard, when they used to leave me at school, I used to complain of stomach pain. My stomach is paining, my stomach is paining, I want to go home. If you tell the teacher will call your parent and they'll ask the parent to pick you up, right? The moment my mother came to pick me up and we went home, I would be perfectly fine. So there were two options in my parents' head. One, I was lying, or there is really a problem with this girl. So there was this general doctor who was very close to us. We went and saw him, and he said, "There's nothing wrong with this girl's body. This is a psychological problem because of which it is showing physical symptoms." So at the age of 7, I was expressing a physical symptom because of a psychological fear. Nobody at that time told me it was anxiety and all of that. And then comes after eighth, sixth, and seventh. No, I started really liking school because I was given this class leader position, all of that, and that slowly reduced. But again, the peak. Now, here I want you to understand my core trigger for anxiety is extreme fear. So again, back to this college story, which all of you all might know. First, uh, I was, I entered into Etiraj for BSc Psychology. Then I got a call from Women's Christian College WCC saying that we have a vacancy for BSc Physics, and my parents, thinking that they are doing best for me, said that okay, let's transfer her from psychology into physics. But I was 1 month late in joining the new college. So when you're late in joining the new college, I was at a point where the first exam was going to begin, and I had zero friends. It was a girls' college, it was a Christian college, nothing wrong with it. I'm just telling. Nobody saw me as a person. Everybody left me out because they were already in gangs and groups. There was not a single soul who helped me. So, but still, I did go to that college for 5, 6 days, I think. And on the seventh day, just like that, like I'm sitting now, Daba has been packed, my bag has been packed. I sat in that place and I told my parents, I'm not going to college. If I go to college, I will not come back. Now I'm saying this all happily. Just imagine what this girl would have gone through. Then they tried consoling me, they tried talking to the teacher, that professors. But I said, I'm not going. I'm not going to study at all. I'm not even going to do a degree also. This was me at 17. 16 completed 17. Okay. Now, what my parents did was, that was the first time they took me to a psychiatrist. Till that time, it was all managed at home, and we never knew that it was a condition called as anxiety. Maybe my parents thought I was depressed, maybe. They knew about depression, they didn't know about anxiety. We went, and it's not scary, okay? Please, if you want to visit a psychiatrist, just go and do it. It's not scary. There was this girl, I think she was a psychologist. First screening is by a psychologist. She asked me some questions, and there was this biometric test which was given, and you get an answer in that. And they said she is not having depression. She is quite happy with her life. She is having extreme anxiety to the point where she is unable to even do the next step. So the reports have come. They prescribed me one to two medicines. I still remember them. Um, and my parents were devastated. At 17, she is taking medicines. What is going to happen to her life? Is she even going to study? This was the situation I was in. That whole year, I was given a break. I didn't do anything. I was just at home. I did not do anything. I still remember that was the year I pierced my nose. Random memories. I was at home. By the next academic year, which is June, by April, my parents were telling, "Can you like think of some course that you want to do?" I said, "If I'm going to study, I'll study only BA English." My father, who has never questioned me in life, he said, "If you're going to study English, I'm not sending you to college at all." See, that's his mindset. Okay, English is a very good course. Then, randomly, I go up to the website of, now I did not want to go to any of those colleges from that area, which is MOP Vaishnav, Etiraj, WCC, nothing. And we were moving. There was this college called as MCC, which is Madras Christian College. And there was this random course called as BSc Microbiology. And I said, okay, I'm going to apply for BSc Microbiology. Let's see if I'm going to get the course or not. But I got the course. Now, more than the personal thing, I want to focus on anxiety. Luckily, when I went to the new college, maybe because of the medicines and everything, I did not suffer much. Again, cut to 2022, 2023, when my masters got over, whenever there were the peaks of uncertainty, my anxiety was like hell. It was so bad. It was so bad. And again, I went into the loop of extreme anxiety. No words to say. I don't even want to remember those times. 2022, 2023, 2025, my channel grew, and I made a mission, and I finally understood that I was given this so that I can help others. Right now, touch wood, I'm completely cured. Yes, I do get some times when I feel anxious, but it's not a prolonged condition called as anxiety. I don't take pills anymore. I'm completely free of them. But if you're still taking, it's not a big problem, it's fine. And finally, I have healed, and I know how to cure this anxiety right now. This was the main reason I started counseling people. This is not an ad, you don't have to come to me. I found out that there were some ways in which you can find out the root cause of the anxiety and separate yourself from it. And in here only, spirituality saved my life, because spirituality taught me that you are not your mind. If I think, okay, I'm not my mind, then obviously I'm not my thoughts also. Then from where these thoughts are coming? From where I'm thinking about God? There was this beautiful distinction that I got, that reality inside your heart and God's reality is different. So my faith helped me heal my anxiety, which lasted me from age of 2 to 17. 15 years of anxiety. Cured because of bhakti, guru kripa, self, um, the way I talk to myself, and lots of writing. So, if you're new here, this is my introduction. I've suffered so much that I've become a healer now. I've suffered so much that I now have answers to the questions that you people come to. Because I've suffered every night. I've slept crying. I've woken up with a swollen face because of crying. I've not met people because I felt too bad about myself. I've done the most worst things that one could do to oneself. I've done it all, but still I'm here. And that is for one reason that I have a bigger purpose for. If you're watching this video and you have been suffering from depression, anxiety, O- OCD, any kind of mental problem, just listen to me. This is just a phase. You will be easily able to cross this. You just have to have the right resources and find out the root cause. If you don't find the root cause, your anxiety is not going to get solved at all. This is where people like us come into the picture. So, if you're really interested, it's a one time investment, the call you have with me, because I will be able to find out your subconscious triggers and the patterns and the limiting beliefs that's causing you all of this. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I feel so light after sharing my story. Lots and lots and lots of love. Sudiksha.